me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it?
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. 5-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards you wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Eason. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First reception there by T.Y. Hilton. He absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Here's Eason to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. That's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on them. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Incomplete on a deep ball. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His
going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 43. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Jets first down.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5 now. Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Touchdown.
Denzel Mims, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. The throw over the middle, taken in. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Grabbed there by Zach Pascal. And he's one of those guys that often people forget are even on the roster. But when you look up at the end of the game, he's produced over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2019.
On third down, Eason. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. From the gun is Eason. In the air, now it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At the
second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
New York.
The first down carry here for Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A toss left side. Johnson.
Ty Johnson.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
It's on the coverage.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Jets 10, Colts nothing.
Second down, here's Eason. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. It's Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He completes this one to Mack. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. operating from the gun. Eason. Incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. He dumps this off to Mack. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And 4 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Mack. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Eason off the play fake. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up up in the end zone.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I really like this youngster coming out of Baylor, partner, because he has the ability to get deep with his speed. Long strider. You love him on outside routes. But what I really liked about him is the ability to go up and get the football. Obviously, the Jets were looking to replace Robbie Anderson. I think they've got a really skilled target here for their young quarterback, Sam Darnold.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Eason. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And this is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Swish. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? It's only like you know. Okay, yeah, can I hit that?
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in Denver.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You friend smart, but my butt's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up tight, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe, must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find out. Say I got sex appeal, I think it's cause I wear a flat gun. I'm ready to race, no, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again,
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Go poppin' for niggas, I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
My wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get get out my way a little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whippin' around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't be with me so basic.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets. The final week into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. It's a pretty good return here, so we'll get this up to the 29.
Return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. This one into the hands of Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. A good throw here, finding Pascal. Not much there, only a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Eason. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Jets 7, Colts nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Eason sets to throw it. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Completion there to Brashad Perriman, and the best part of his game coming out of UCF, his ability to run. A sub-4.4 sprinter. They need him now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson who signed with Carolina. He's going to take over the outside vertical routes that Anderson provided, and they're hoping for big plays downfield.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st down, Jets.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Goal, New York.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, at They start to creep up, start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep. Now you get some of those big shots downfield.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Eason to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. They go play action with Eason. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal back to the 8-yard line now. This will be caught at about the 6. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Eason steps it, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jacob Eason, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Jets 14. Colts.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Darnold. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Got a man, it's Mims. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Darnold's throw taken in by Mims. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Johnson. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They toss it out right to Johnson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Darnold from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Darnold to throw again. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Catch there by Jamison Crowder. 78 catches, 833 yards, and 6 touchdowns in 2019. Operates very well out of the slot. One of the niftier receivers in the league.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
They making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the
play action. It's Eason. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Jonathan Taylor.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy.
She right got me.